We are now 1 week removed from the Charlie Kirk situation and the subway stabbing situation with that Ukrainian girl. And we're also about a week and a half, or maybe 2 weeks now, removed from the school shooting at the Catholic school. And there also just so happened to be another school shooting that happened coinciding with the Charlie Kirk thing. I think I can speak for all of us when I say that I am just so tired of everything, of the hate, the bitterness, the resentment, the racism, the negativity, the violence, the numbing of like so many people's hearts. So many people's hearts have gotten cold and numb to like violence and hate and bitterness. And I'm not gonna say it's only liberals, although that does make up the vast majority, and I don't stand for either party politically. But I do stand for godly values, for values that lead to life, that make your life better. I mean, the whole point of this channel is to preach self-improvement and to preach things that will help your life, improve your life. And I've been on self-improvement for about 3.5 years now, and I have known God for about 2.5 years. And let me tell you, you can improve your life, but you can improve your life all you want, and that does help, but you have to have God and you have to have a relationship with God to truly feel 100% at peace, 100% joy, 100% like love and contentment, innocence again, feeling like a kid again, the curiosity, the peace. That's possible for us, but we have to have God in the matter. I mean, we can't just be on our own. And if you want to know why, I've spent many videos explaining why that is, so I'm not going to explain it for the 100th time in this video. But our world has drifted away from godly values, and self improvement is literally just chasing godly values without God, and then having a relationship with God as well as that gets you closer to God and gets you closer to the natural way we're all supposed to be living life. I mean, the natural order to things. That's what self improvement is, and having a relationship with the Creator only amplifies that. And our world is desperately missing out on that. It's our world is desperately missing out on God and peace and love and joy and contentment and not being numb and not being depressed and anxious. And how do you actually get better? How do you actually improve these things? These are all things that I talk about, and society desperately needs. We desperately need people to get addicted to self improvement and improving their life physically, mentally, spiritually. I mean, forgiving other people, that's self improvement. There's habits and ways and journal entries and so many things you can do to reverse bitterness and resentment and hate. And no matter what side of the spectrum you're on, you have to minimize that. You have to minimize the hate, the anger for other people. This is the devil. This is objectively not good, and yet so many of us are holding that in our hearts. I mean, look how numb we've all gotten. People in Gaza are being murdered brutally. I mean, I can't even begin to speak on the things that are happening over there because it's so horrible. And yet here we are. We're just numb to it. It's like it doesn't mean anything to us. It's just. But there's so much suffering going on in the world, and I know self improvement isn't going to fix their lives, but the people who are running the world don't want you to be on self improvement. They don't want you to have discipline. They don't want you to have love and peace and joy, to be content with where you're at. They want you to suffer. And if that isn't clear to any of you by now, then I don't know how to make it clear. I mean, I really don't. This is just the reality of the situation. People running the world want us to be addicted to porn, to junk food, to marijuana, to drugs, to gossip, to drama, to internet drama, to all these things. They want us addicted and instant gratification minded. They want us giving into pleasure and not things that are purposeful and meaningful long term. By the way, I apologize. I am losing my voice. I have a really bad like flu or whatever it is. going on right now, and so I feel very sick. So I apologize if I sound a little rough and my voice is going away. Some people have told me that they like my sick voice, including my wife. My wife says she likes my sick voice, but I think it's unbearably annoying, and also it's really hard to just articulate my words, so I apologize for that. I'm just sick and tired of the way the world has become. And I think the only way to really fix that isn't politically. I mean, it's not politically that we fix this issue. Politics are always going to polarize people in one direction. What we really need is self-improvement. What we really need is like good values and chasing things that are good for us, for others, becoming better people, improving ourselves physically, mentally, spiritually. Doing all the good habits. Meditation will improve your attention span. Going to the gym or exercising every day will improve your discipline and the way your body feels. You'll just feel better and more confident over time, and you'll just generally feel healthier. Eating clean food, not eating junk food, will make you have less brain fog and have more attention span, and just make you overall feel better and more content with life. Journaling will take your anxieties off your mind and onto paper, and you'll stop thinking about them. Changing your ideals, realizing that you do need a family, that a family will give you purpose as a man and as a woman. No matter who you are, you'll have more purpose if you start a family, and if you don't go the solo arc, the solo college student arc. And I understand if that's your future, if you want to be a doctor or a lawyer, then yeah, I get it. But we are not meant to be girl bosses or depressed loner men. Like, we were supposed to be masculine, feminine, polarized. That's like the one thing that Andrew Tate preached the best. Love him or hate him, the one message that he was truly 100% right about is the polarization between men and women. Like, we are supposed to be that way, truly. And so many of us aren't, and that's the issue. That's the problem. That's why we feel this way. That's why we feel so depressed. We feel so depressed because we don't have discipline. We don't feel good about ourselves. We have no confidence. It's not anything external. It's not about our looks. Yes, that plays a part, but your looks will improve if you improve anyway. Like, literally, discipline will literally restructure your face. Eating healthier will literally make your face look better and cleaner. So this is all it's all about self-improvement, guys. And if the world just knew about self-improvement, just knew about this life that we could all be living, this better life, this improved life that's positive and happy and at peace with identity. This is why we need to have our identity in God and self-improvement. Most of all God, of course, but we need our identity to be in both things, because if our identity is in our politics, then you're always going to be hateful, you're always going to be angry, you're always going to be miserable and on edge and full of just anger and hate, which ruins your soul, which ruins your mental health, which ruins your spiritual health. That's that's where we're going to be if we're so involved in politics and agendas and hating the other side to things. This is no way to live life, guys. Whether you're liberal, whether you're conservative, no matter who you are, this is no way to live life. Is your life in the way it is right now? Like, are you happy? Are you at peace? Are you joyful? Are you not depressed and anxious? If you are, then there has to be a better way, right? Why are we all struggling with mental health all of a sudden in the past 5, 10, 15, 20 years? Why? There has to be something else to this, and I am here to tell you that there is something else to this, and I know the answer because I've discovered the answer. And when I implemented the habits and the doctrines and the mental models, my life got so much better. I felt so much better. I was so much happier, and people saw it in me. People saw the light that was all of a sudden in my eyes. I used to be a dark person. A really dark person, a nihilistic person. Nothing mattered to me. Nothing had meaning. Everything was just dark jokes, dark humor, and instant gratification, pleasure, finding that in my life. That was my only purpose. My purpose was hating the other side. My purpose was my purpose in life was in my politics and spreading my political beliefs and holding true to that identity. That was my purpose. And let me tell you, if you're that person, then you are unstable. You are not going to be mentally healthy. The problem is the person who shot Charlie Kirk, his purpose was genuinely to do what he thought was right. But what he thought was right wasn't actually right, was it? Like, look what it led to. Violence, anger, bitter, resentment. He was not a happy person. The problem is everybody in the world is living a life of, well, the way we were taught to live, but it's not working, is it? It's causing more division, more anger, more hate, more depression, more anxiety, more gender confusion, more identity confusion. I mean, think about how much identity people are struggling to find nowadays. They're putting their identity in their politics, in their gender, their race. This is not what your identity needs to be in. It needs to be in God. It needs to be in something that's stable, something that's bigger than you. It needs to be in something that is improving your life, that is better for you. Not something that breeds hate and anger and depression and anxiety. You are better than this. Get obsessed with getting rid of anxiety and depression in your life. Get obsessed with these things. Get obsessed with finding your true purpose. Get obsessed with delayed gratification, discipline, willpower, mindfulness, improving your attention span. These are all things. Feeling like you're more alive, being more a part of life and nature, and not numbing yourself and feeling dead. This is the journey we all need to be on. Genuinely. And if you want to learn more about that, then subscribe to this channel, follow me, join my Discord, talk to me one-on-one, meet other people who are also similar to you and trying to improve their life. And that's it. That's what you need to do. And I really think it will help. I'm here just genuinely trying to improve your life and help you. That's my goal. It's not about self-help. It's not about affirmation. It's not about telling yourself that you're the best. How can you tell yourself you're the best if you don't believe it deep down? If you're not actually improving, if you're not actually getting better? So we have to be on self-improvement. That is the only way to go about it. So anyways, I love you all. I'll see you all again sometime soon. Goodbye.